Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jewish Week Online. I'm your host, Aaron Herman. What does it take to be a Israeli motivational dancer? With the opportunity to speak with Asaf Goren, who is a contestant on So You Think You Can Dance. Let's take a closer look. Whenever you want to bring your art to the forefront, it takes a lot of perseverance and skill, and you have both. So talk a little bit about how you created your art.
My art. Okay, first of all, I'm dancing for more than 11 years. I used to travel the world and I did like a lot of breakdancing workshops, passing workshops, and judging breakdance competition and represented Israel. I used to go to a lot of places in the world with the Tallit and Tzitzit and the Israeli flag. So I always wanted to combine something special. So yeah, it was hard for me to find it, but it always was under my eyes, like my culture.
Sure. And, whenever you're blending Judaism and art, it sometimes is complicated, but you've done a really beautiful thing.
Thank
From using the shofar and in the Tallit.
you.
Especially like when you go into a on national TV, and
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you blew that shofar, it was just like boom, and that confidence that you had.
Thank you,
The
thank you.
judges were just like, "What?" Like first of all, I'm like, that's Israeli. It's like I've worked hard for this.
Yeah.
I'm awesome, and now I'm going to show you what I can do. And then you did it, and then you just saw people's reaction.
I tell you, first of all, in anything that I'm doing in my life, it's very important. I think the most important for me is to be different and to be myself. And I know at the moment that I'm going on stage, it doesn't matter where it is, if it's in a net on national TV or just in front of teenagers that I'm passing a motivational lecture or something like that. For me, the most I know that I have to use the stage to represent a lot of things, and I have a lot of responsibility to my people, to my friends, to people who follow me, to my family, and of course to myself. So I just use the stage of this dancing stage to represent all these stuff very important for me as my people, and unfortunately in my country, of course, which is not a lot of people in the world are really like Israel.
Right. So tell us how you started out.
Like started what?
Like started out breakdancing and
Oh,
finding like your even creating your signature move.
okay, sure. First of all, my mom, she's a dancing teacher, but there's no any connection for what I'm doing. But the thing is, I was doing judo, practicing judo, training judo for 15 years. And the place that I was training judo, we had like a couple of guys downstairs in the hallway or something that they were practicing breakdancing, and all these stuff. Just a couple of guys. One day I just passed by and stayed there. I put the kimono on the side and I just stayed there where, yeah, and see.
And there's so when you put that shirt over your head
Yeah.
and you're doing your vertical move, can you see anything?
Uh, it's my it's my signature move. Yeah, I can't. I just count on myself, and I tell you, there's a lot of stuff in the first of all on the show on stage. It's been cut in the show. I've been on stage around 25 minutes actually, and I was telling a lot about my family, my culture, my friends, and about the meanings that I have behind every move that I've done in the show. Which means, for example, this one with the shirt on my face, the meaning behind this is where I decide to do something when I have a dream or a goal. I just put the shirt on my face. I'm not looking anywhere. I just go all the way and I dive.
Wow. Yeah, it was heart pounding. I think everyone watching at home and audience and judges were just like, that's different. And you told them like I'm going to show you something. So you were honest. Um, about the talus. You were doing different moves with the
Yeah.
talus. Like, how did you decide to work it into your routine?
First of all, I was trying a lot. I was practicing on it a lot, to be honest, but not with the talus. I was practicing with the towel a lot. Um, yeah, it was so important for me to use all the wardrobe and the shofar as well, but it's very gentle. Unfortunately, I had like a part of my dance that I threw the talis, and it was a lot of people told me it's like disrespectful for the religion, for the Judaism, which is not. It wasn't my purpose at all. Like my purpose was to show the world about the great things in the Judaism and my beautiful culture that I'm like honored to represent. And but it was just because I was, to be honest, I was so nervous, and in
Right.
front of audience I was sweaty, and I don't know.
Right. No, when you're in the moment, things change.
I know
Um,
it wasn't my meaning to throw it, like not in a
right.
disrespectful way, of course not.
Sure. What is
So
it like to represent Israel on a national television show?
I think I'm just honored. I had a great how do you say, the great right, like zchut.
It's good, right?
Yeah, the zchut. I think it's a I don't know. I don't want to say lucky because I'm not lucky at all. I'm really working hard, and I'm knocking on doors, and I take every opportunity, and I make the opportunities for me. But yeah, I think Israel is such a beautiful country, and from all the things I've been doing in my life, it was my main goal is to show the beautiful side of Israel, even if I'm not the right person to do it. But because my English is not always the best, and I've not an educational I never studied in the university. I have a life experience from the travels I've been doing in the world, but
No,
yeah,
it's a huge opportunity, I think, also, especially now,
yes,
with the
um,
height of the BDS movement, and it just showing a different side to Israel, but showing that Judaism and Israel, it's a living, beautiful thing.
it's
And I think
amazing,
you really did that.
amazing.
You know,
Yeah, I want to show people this side, of course, and I know with all people think it's the only time I've done it. Like it's the first time I did it, but I'm doing this stuff for already 4 years, maybe more. I've been traveling since I was 15 by myself, and I've been going with a talit and tzitzit all the time around the world. People been spitting on me. People been refusing to dance on the same stage with me just because I'm Israeli or Jewish, and
mm.
for me it
And
was
you
always important to represent.
right. I was watching your reel,
Oh,
and seeing like you have very different types of moves,
mm,
but it's always very. I say the impact is always there. Like you come away and you're just like this, like you're proud of what you can do,
uh,
and being able to share that with the audience, I think, is critical. What was the most difficult part in sort of your process in developing your act
in general, or
in
right?
general?
In
Yeah.
general, so many hard stuff. Uh, I got 4 surgeries in my legs. I've been injured. I've been in the army. I don't know from where to begin even. So many hard times moving to America, traveling by myself since I was 15, eating, I don't know, sleeping outside, to be honest. There was days I
Right.
was living in the car, and eating from tuna cans always, and all the, I don't know, for real, man, I don't know where to start. If people
Right
just,
now, I know being an artist is difficult, but you really have brought really a pride to Jews around the world, to Israel,
much,
and
I,
I think it's and also um, you're you're talented. There's some things like when you can like bring the show. Not only do you bring the show, you bring a really special moment where you're able to articulate to people what's important to you,
yes,
and I think that showed definitely in the show, and I think it's not easy for everyone. Actually, it's a very nerve-wracking thing. What's your hopes next?
my hopes,
Obviously, to win.
to be honest, as I told you, I use this stage to represent a lot of things. Um, I'm just want to keep doing what I'm doing. Actually, what I'm doing the most of my time is I'm doing a motivational singing, which means I made a concept of motivational speaking and singing, which I'm doing the same. I want to be a motivational singer. I want to bring people. I want to motivate people. I want to be that guy who be an example and inspire people by art and not just by preaching or speaking. And I want to do it in an art artistic way by show and music and dancing, which is I think is connecting to people through the heart. And yes.
And you're doing it. You're doing it. And I think that, being on a popular show like So I Think You Can Dance,
Hmm.
what has been some of the reactions of people after you've done your performance?
Um, I know at the beginning, everyone were laughing at me, um, in the audience and everything. After that, in the audience, you mean, or in a, like in
For
general?
both, for both, in general.
Oh, in the audience, everyone were like show me a lot of love, and they were cheering and standing. I was really crying. There's some stuff that people they didn't put in the show. They cut it, which I spoke about a lot about Israel. I was crying because I was talking about my mom, and I was explaining the living in Israel and everything, and my dreams and why I came to America. So I think people got connected to it. I see a lot in social media. I'm getting a lot of sharing of the solo of the show, which means, yeah, I just hope, for me, the biggest thing that I hope someone will someone seeing it, like will see it, some kid or a girl or a teenager or whatever who been like me, who been a kid in depression, who been someone who didn't believe in himself, and he's going to see it and he will say that if that guy can do it, I can do it. So I just hope I am an example for those kind of people.
As you can see, Asaf is truly a remarkable young professional that has a lot of skill in transforming the way people connect to Israel and Judaism. This is Aaron Herman, and thank you for watching.